Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Katie. Today I have my summer project Use It Up finale. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay, I'm gonna start with my empties first. I have a lot of empties. So we'll start with the hand soaps. The first one I was still working on was Island Margarita. I only had this much left, so I did finish this off. I really enjoyed this one, and I definitely would repurchase another one of these for next summer. And then the next one I was working on was Watermelon Lemonade. This was full, and then we finished this one off. This one I didn't love, and my fiance didn't love this one either, so I would not repurchase this one. The next thing I was working on was this lotion. This is the Aromatherapy Lavender and Vanilla. I only had a little bit left. It was this much was left. There still looks like there's some product in the bottle, but with this style packaging, I cannot get any more out. So I did finish this one, and this is an always repurchase for me, and I have already repurchased. I picked up one during SAS. I love this as a nighttime hand cream. I normally have one of these on my bedside table. So yes, there's that. And then another hand cream that I finished was this Happy Easter Tutti Frutti Candy. I only had a little of this left, so I did finish this off as well. And I did really enjoy this. And again, this is something I already repurchased. I got another one of these in this scent during SAS. So yes, I really enjoyed that. Next thing I have is a couple candles. I had the single wick in the Perfect Summer. I was here and then I finished it off. I did enjoy this. I don't think it would be a repurchase for me, and they haven't come out with this in quite a few years. It's definitely a strong sunscreen scent. And then the second candle I finished was this Blue Raspberry Snow Cone. I was right there, so I didn't have a whole lot left. But I don't know, I enjoyed this as well, but again, I don't necessarily think this would be a repurchase for me. And then I finished off a couple of scrubs. I finished off this one from First Aid Beauty. This is their KP Bump Eraser Scrub. I like this. I think it actually worked pretty well. It doesn't have a nice scent. Yeah, and it is pretty expensive. So again, I don't think I would repurchase, but I did enjoy it. So if you're looking for something like this, and I was right here and I finished the rest of this off. The marks kind of went away in the shower, but yeah, I did enjoy this one. And then the second scrub I was working on was this watermelon one from Tree Hut. I loved this one. I only had a tiny bit left, like maybe a couple uses, so I definitely finished that one. And I would consider repurchasing this one in the future. And then my last empty is this Poolside Coconut Colada from Bath & Body Works. I had about half of it left, and I finished this off completely as well. I still have a bunch of other products, but yeah, I finished all of those completely, and the rest of the stuff I made pretty good progress on, so I will just start going into that stuff. The next thing I was working on was this At the Beach lotion, one of my favorite all-time scents. Scent notes are White Frangipani Blossoms, Toasted Coconut Bergamot Waters, Sea Salt Breeze, and Sunkissed Musk. I wasn't expecting to finish this, but I just wanted like a summery lotion to pair with the routine I was doing. So I started there and I went to there. So a pretty decent amount of progress because I only had it in for a little bit. But yeah, I will definitely finish this off next summer. Although I don't know if I would repurchase this in the lotion. I like it a lot more in the spray for some reason. But speaking of the spray, I also had the spray in. I was hoping to finish this. I didn't finish it, but I did make a lot of progress. So I started the out here for the beginning of the project. This was the first update, and now I'm down to there. So I'm really happy with the progress of this. I only have a little bit of this left. Again, this is also a forever repurchase for me. This is probably my 4th bottle I've gone through. So yeah, I will definitely finish this off next summer, but I'm ready to move on to more like fall transitional kind of scents. So I'm taking these out and I will start my fall project very soon. And then let's see what else. I had kind of my watermelon routine. I was using this Olay watermelon body wash. This was the first update of the project. This was the second, and now I think I'm down to there. So I didn't finish it, but I'm very close. But yeah, I will probably just keep this in my shower just to finish it off. But yes, I did really enjoy this. I don't know if they make this scent anymore, but I really did like this one, so I would recommend this. And then to go with that, I was using the pink watermelon lotion. Again, I didn't finish, but I'm so close. I only have like that much left. It's like sticking to the sides, but if you look in the bottom, there really is not a lot left. Again, I will probably just finish these 2 off because they are so close to being done. I'm not gonna put these back in my collection. But yes, I definitely enjoyed that. And then to go with that, I also was using the mist. So this was the beginning of the project, first update and second. So yeah, my goal on this was to use about half of the mist. And I didn't quite use half, but I did a pretty good job on that. So I'm pretty happy with that. The scent notes for pink watermelon, by the way, are juicy watermelon, pink petals, and dewy aloe. And I definitely prefer this pink watermelon over the watermelon lemonade. I don't care for the watermelon lemonade scent. Like, I tried it in the hand soap and it's just not for me, but I really do like the pink watermelon scent. The next thing I was using in my shower was this Tropic Glow moisturizing shave gel from Tree Hut. Again, I didn't finish, but super close. This was the first update for the project, the second and the third. So yeah, only a tiny bit left. Again, I'm just gonna keep this in my shower until I finish it. But yeah, I would definitely repurchase this as well. Let's see, next I had a couple more lotions. I was using the Jergens Natural Glow. This I didn't put until the second update in my project, so this was the first update. So this was the first update and I'm down here now. Again, this is a forever repurchase. I use this every summer. So yeah, I'll probably put this in my fall project just to use up the last bit of it. But yes, there is my progress on that. And then I was also using Cotton Candy Clouds. The scent notes on this are spun sugar, pink berries with vanilla. Again, another one of my favorite scents. This was the beginning of the project, the first update and the second. So I did kind of slow down and I did start to get a little sick of this scent. So yeah, I'm gonna call it good on this and put this back into my collection probably till spring, and I'll finish it up in my spring project. But I did enjoy this one. And then let's see, I have some mists that I was working on as well. This one is another one I wanted to try and finish completely. This is Cocoa and Glow from Victoria's Secret Pink. The scent notes are vanilla, fresh coconut, and juicy pineapple. Again, one of my favorites. So yeah, I think I didn't use this at all the first update. So this was my first introduction, and then I used this much since the last update. So I did use a good chunk. So yeah, I will probably try to finish this one off next summer, but I do love this one and it is a favorite. If you can find this, I would definitely recommend that. The next mist I was working on was Beachfront Blanket. Again, I think I put most of these mists in during my last update, so they only have like a smaller amount of progress, but I started here and now I'm down to there, so a decent amount left. And again, I would just wanted to make progress on the rest of these. I didn't have like a goal to finish it or even to get halfway. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I mostly use this honestly as kind of like a room spray. Sometimes I used it on myself, but this is a nice like clean kind of laundry scent. This is White Linen, Summer Sunrays, and Soft Musk. It kind of has like a sunscreeny note in it. It smells like definitely like beach mixed with laundry. So yeah, this one's really nice. And I did make some progress, so I'm happy about that. The next one I was working on was Midsummer Dream. The scent notes on this are salted pear, fresh nectarine, and seaside lily. Again, I started there and now I'm down to there. So a good amount of progress for me considering I was using all these different mists. So yeah, so there's that one. And then the last one, this is another one of my all-time favorites. This is Coastal Hydrangeas. The scent notes are fresh hydrangeas, ocean mist, and golden apples. So I started there and now I'm down to there. So I did get almost halfway on this one. So I'm pretty happy with that. I love this one. And then the last product I was working on was this travel size perfume and the Sweetest Song. Don't have scent notes for this, but this was my intro, my first update, and now I'm down to here. So I have, I think, like less than half of this left, so I'm really happy with that. I do enjoy the scent, but it's not like a favorite or like I wouldn't repurchase. So yeah, I will probably just use this up and be good, but I did enjoy this as like a nice summery perfume. So yeah, that is all of my updates. I'm really happy with what I finished. I really wish I could have finished this and this lotion, but like I said, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it in my shower and use them until they are gone. So they will be in my empties very soon. But yeah, I'm really happy. I had 8 empties in total and I was working on like 21 products. So I'm really happy with all of the progress that I made. But I'm really excited to start my fall project, Use It Up. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you like these kinds of videos, make sure you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.